Hey guys, today on Divas Can Cook, we are making a cookout family reunion classic. I am talking about no-bake cherry cheesecake bars. Yes, I'm going to give you guys a little secret ingredient that I like to use to make these bars taste the bomb. Take a tea. Y'all ready? Let's go. Okay, we're gonna start by making our crust. I have some graham crackers. I'm gonna place them into my little Ziploc bag, dump them all in there, and make sure that you have it all sealed up because we do not want this bag to open, because now is my favorite part. Oh yeah, you know what time it is. We are going to beat these graham crackers like they stole something from the Lord. Beat them real good. Of course you can use a food processor, but why? Why when it's so fun to just break and smash stuff? But don't go too crazy, because this is what happened to me right here. Oh, yeah, I was devastated. I thought I had broke my camera, but all was well. Okay, just got a little carried away. We're gonna add those graham cracker crumbs into a bowl. I'm making a mess. And then we're gonna add a little bit of sugar, okay? Mix that sugar on up in there. And then next, we're gonna add a little bit of melted butter. Just stir that up until the mixture kind of starts to look like wet sand. You may need a little bit more butter. Okay, if you do, just go ahead and add that on in there. But you want the mixture to be nice and damp like that, to where it really packs in there. That is perfect. Just like that. That's the texture you're going for. Now I'm going to add this into my prepared pan. Go ahead and dump it in. I have a note about this in my blog, okay? So go and check out that note I have in the recipe about, that parchment paper or whatever. Okay, so now it's going to spread this out into an even layer, and now just go find something in your kitchen. You can use a spatula, a little fondant spreader, a back of a measuring cup, just anything to really pack it down as tight as you can get. This is very important that you really press it down as firm as you can get it, because we don't want no crumbly crust. We want nice, dense, slightly chewy and crisp crust. That's perfect. We're gonna place this in the freezer just until we're ready to use it. And now we can go ahead and start on our filling. There's my heavy cream. We're gonna make some homemade whipped cream, homemade Cool Whip. So go ahead and add that heavy cream in a bowl. We're gonna mix it up. I have my mixer like on a medium high. We're gonna mix it just until it becomes all fluffy and it can hold stiff peaks like that. Yup. Okay, so now we're gonna add our cream cheese. I had this cream cheese sitting out, so it's all nice and soft and stuff. There's some powdered sugar going in there to sweeten things up a little bit. We're gonna just mix this all around until it is creamy. And now you guys, it is time for the secret ingredient. Are you ready? Don't tell anybody, it's just between us, okay? Here is the secret ingredient, and it is, here it is, mayonnaise. Yeah, mayonnaise, just plain. It's not mayonnaise. That is melted the melted vanilla chocolate chips. Yes, you have to add this in here because y'all, it just makes the texture so bomb. The finished texture like really firm up, and it also gives like a little hint of vanilla. I had someone taste this and they're like, oh, I make this dish all the time, but I don't know, yours tastes kind of better. What you do to this? And I was like, really? I don't know. But yeah, that's the secret. Add those vanilla baking chips, because you gotta do it. All right, so now we're gonna add our lemon juice. I'm using the jarred lemon juice because I was like, I am not about to cut open a lemon for 4 teaspoons of lemon juice. But I used the jar, but don't skip that step because it does give it that like cheesecake twang to it. So gotta add that lemon juice. All right, just mix it on up, and look how creamy and smooth it is. It tastes so good too, just like this. But we can't leave it like that. We have got to add in our whipped cream we made. So go ahead and add in that whipped cream, and then just go ahead and stir it up until it's all combined. Don't use the mixer for this part. Just do it by hand until it's all uniform in color and it's just looking all fluffy and smooth, kind of like that, all whipped and stuff. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so now we're just gonna add our filling into our little prepared pie crust, just like that. Dump it on in. It's so luscious, so lovely. Dump him in. Then we're just going to go ahead and spread it out. It kind of just like, spreads itself out a little bit. Doesn't take much work at all to kind of push it into those little corners and get it nice and even, just like so. Next, I'm going to cover it up with some plastic wrap. All right, don't worry about the plastic wrap, touching the top of this. We're going to top it with some cherries anyway, so it's okay if it's a little, touching. All right, we're gonna place this in the fridge overnight. I know I hate recipes that require that, but it's so good. All right, it's the next day. Good morning. How'd you sleep? Okay, so I'm gonna take this saran wrap off of this cheesecake. Okay, All right, next we're gonna add my cherries. I'm using like a natural cherry, so they're kind of dark in color. They're not as pretty and bright as the artificial kind with the, red 40. Yeah, but they taste like homemade canned cherries. So yeah, if you can find a natural canned cherry, get that. That doesn't have a lot of ingredients in it. That'll be the bomb. Okay, so here's our finished dessert. Now, let me tell you something. I will never, ever, ever in my life cut these into bars again, because when I grew up, this is how we eat it. We just leave it in the pan and we just scoop it out with a spoon. But I said, you know what? I'm going to cut them into little cute bars. So I'm going to take them out and cut them up. But these are so messy. It's so messy. It's hard to handle. So yeah, don't do it. Don't do that. Just leave it in a pan and cut it. But here they are, and they were delicious. Like, they are so good. The texture is perfect, nice and firm. That pie crust is kind of chewy but yet crisp, and that tart cherry. And you can really use any type of topping you want. You can use like blueberry pie filling, peach pie filling. I just like that nice tart cherry up against that cream, and that, yeah, it goes so good. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos later.